Happy Friday, y'all. Okay, whether you've been friends with somebody for a very long time, or sometimes you have difficulty reading social cues, you may not immediately recognize when somebody really doesn't want to be your friend anymore. And although they will rarely tell you directly, they'll probably tell you through a number of telltale signs. I call it the silent breakup. And look, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Not all friendships were meant to last a lifetime. Sometimes a friendship has just run its course, it's served its purpose, and it's time to move on. The key is recognizing it, accepting it, then moving forward and surrounding yourself with people who do want to be your friend. Here are 8 telltale signs that it's time to cut bait, move on, and make room for new energy in your life.
I felt your heavy breath through darkness.
Y'all, this is an interactive, safe community for women to share, learn, and connect. And if you don't comment, we don't exist. So please be sure to share below. Have you used any of these 8 to break it off with a friend? You do most of the work. Friendships ebb and flow. We've all gone through times when we're busy, we're overwhelmed, and we just don't have time to get together with people. But if you find that you're the one consistently reaching out, you're the one texting, it can start feeling very one-sided, because it is. And with that, there's a sense of rejection. It doesn't feel good. What to do? Make the decision to stop reaching out, like right now. Don't call, don't text, and just see what happens. If she falls off the face of the earth and you never hear from her again, well, there's your answer. Redirect your time and energy into relationships that serve you. She keeps it short and superficial. Whereas you used to have deep talks or at least share on an emotional level, they dance along more of a superficial level. Maybe it's temporary, maybe it's not. Either way, give her her space, redirect your energy elsewhere. She doesn't ask about you. Friendships are a two-way road. It's give and take. Even though there will be times when a friend is going through a really difficult time and it really does need to be all about her because you're helping her to navigate, it shouldn't be a permanent situation. If it's always about her job, her interests, her significant other, what she wants to do, and she never asks about you, she probably doesn't care, and she probably doesn't value the friendship as much as you do. Think about how you feel after spending time with her. Do you feel energized or do you feel drained? Do you feel heard, listened to, and appreciated? Or do you feel like you were just the sounding board for her? Redirect your energy on friendships that fuel and appreciate you. She stops inviting you. If you're always the one reaching out, trying to make plans, and it's never reciprocated, it could be a sign that she's trying to distance herself from your friendship. I mean, if a friend turns down an invite, she'll normally suggest another date. Sorry, I can't do it this week, I'm slammed, but what does it look like next week? Let's get something on the books. Maybe she really is super busy, or maybe she just doesn't value the friendship anymore. If it's been going on to the degree that you are recognizing it, listen to your gut. You're probably right. And listen, it doesn't mean that she's a bad person. We're not necessarily talking about toxic people here. All we're saying is that sometimes friendships have run their course and it's time to move on. And so it's important to recognize the signs so that you can redirect your energies elsewhere. And listen, you've probably done the same thing. I have to be honest. Sometimes I feel like I just don't want somebody in my life anymore for whatever reason, and I'll kind of do the silent breakup too. It just means it's time to move on. Don't reach out to her for about a month or so and just see what happens. If she doesn't reach out to you 2 to 4 weeks after you've cut communication, you have your answer. Okay, y'all, 3 quick shout outs. I love shout outs because I can tell you how much I appreciate having each and every one of you as a part of our community. My first shout out is to Miss Jackie Duran, also to my girl, My Alchemy, and the Goddess Inner Circle. Ladies, thank you for being a part of the community. And if you would like a shout out, subscribe to my channel, comment below. Brand new videos every Tuesday and Friday on style, wellness, beauty, and travel. I would love to have you as a part of our community. She constantly cancels. Who doesn't have this kind of friend? Quick fact, did you know that rejection actually triggers the same parts of our brain as physical pain? Ow. We've all had that and it doesn't feel good. That's why it can feel like a punch to the gut when somebody that you thought was a friend constantly cancels or avoids plans with you. Maybe she's just flaky or unreliable in general, but it could also be a clear sign that she's just not that invested in the friendship anymore. First, recognize that it is normal to feel hurt and rejected, and it is okay. It's also important to know that it happens to everybody. Everybody. Every person on this earth has been rejected by a friend. Once you realize that, just accept it for what it is. Sometimes it is what it is. Redirect your energies and move forward. Oh, let me check my schedule and get back to you. I call this the trying to catch a cloud friend. When you invite her to something or say, hey, we should get together, she says, totally, let me check my schedule and get back to you. And then she never does. Call a spade a spade. For whatever reason, she doesn't want to be friends anymore, but she doesn't feel comfortable formally ending it, which I get. I mean, are you really gonna call someone and say, hi, like, I don't wanna be friends anymore, so it's natural to think, well, what did I do? Did I do something? Why doesn't she wanna be my friend? Stop reaching out. You already know what's gonna happen, so save yourself the time, energy, and annoyance. Just let it go. Walk away. She's always busy. Life happens and we all go through times when we're so busy and overwhelmed we can't see straight. As a result, sometimes friendships can kind of start fizzling because we just don't have the time or the energy to invest or connect. Maybe it's a new job, a new relationship, a major life change, or maybe she's just using her busy schedule to avoid you without hurting your feelings. Ask yourself this: does she make an effort to reschedule or throw out a couple other daytime options? Or is she pretty much always canceling and then just never getting back to you? If it's the latter, it's a very clear sign that she wants to distance herself from the friendship. Call a spade and accept it for what it is. Invest your energies elsewhere. Finally, she only calls you when she needs something. You used to text and connect all the time. Meet for drinks or coffee, go to brunch, plan a trip together, and the effort was mutual and it was fun. Nowadays, she's super busy and only reaches out to you when she needs something. Look, it's normal for friends to reach out and ask for help sometimes. That's what a friend is. But if you're at the point where you're stepping back and you're realizing, you know, really the only time that I hear from her, there's always an ask involved, that's a clear sign that she's not your friend anymore and she wants to distance herself from it. But maybe keeping the connection open for selfish reasons. Mentally end the friendship. If you're still proactively reaching out to her, just stop. If she connects with you again because she needs something, a simple I'm sorry, I can't, or honestly, you could just delete the message. It doesn't mean she's a bad person. It just means that it's time to move on and you deserve friendships that serve and nourish you and are reciprocal. A friendship should nourish both people, not just one. Okay, y'all, that's it. And don't forget to comment and share below. I always love hearing from you. I read everything, I answer everything. And until a couple days from now, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.